this is Russel Smith with Grow It Now Garden Products. I'm here with you tonight in a situation that most of us find ourselves in, especially in the fall season. You just got into bed, you're almost asleep when you realize, hey, there was a frost warning put out tonight. Temperatures are supposed to get down 30, 31 degrees. So you drag yourself out of bed, throw on your clothes, go to the closet, and what do you find? You find that old quilt that Grandma made you when you were 6 years old and you were an aspiring Lone Ranger, and you say that's gonna have to do. So you grab it, you run outside to the garden, and you put it over your plants to protect them through the cold weather temperatures. So we've started a nationwide movement called Operation Save Grandma's Quilts. We want you to keep that quilt. We don't want it to get ripped as it gets snagged on the top of the tomato cage. So we've come up with a product that is even better than Grandma's quilt. It is the Grow It Now giant miniature greenhouse. So I'm going to put this together for you. I'm going to set the quilt down really quick. All right, this goes together. This was actually the same one I used over this plant in the early season. I'm going to put it over top of the plant now in the late season. I've got about 50 tomatoes on there that aren't fully ripe, and I've got some cold weather coming, so I'm going to put this on there. A couple of things I've found every year as I've used this. It not only gets us through these cold nights, but it also accelerates the ripening of your tomato plants. So what this is going to do is I'm going to put it over the tomato plant, it'll get us through the cold night, and it will accelerate the ripening of our tomato plants. Okay, so we've assembled the giant miniature greenhouse, and as you can see, we have the large tomato cage still over top of this. So I'm going to take that off now, and then I will put the miniature greenhouse over the top of it. Again, these are the joys you get to experience at midnight as you're trying to protect this plant so that when it gets to the coldest part of the night, your plant is protected. All right, I'm going to put this over the top. As you can see, we've got a couple of stems here that are kind of big. We'll end up pushing those down over the inside of the giant miniature greenhouse. Okay, so there it is. I've got my large 10-inch garden staples here. It's not springtime, so the winds aren't 45 miles an hour. Stake it down. Okay, so here we've got a couple of tall ones, so we just push them down in there. Fold your two across the top, and then it just hooks right there, and we're done. So tomorrow, when it's 70 degrees outside, the added heat in here will accelerate the ripening of your tomatoes. One thing you'll find, whichever area you are in, there's 3 big, deep, hard frosts that kill off your whole plant. And if you can get past those 3 frosts, you can extend your season an additional month to a month and a half. And that's the goal here. Extend the season and accelerate the ripening of the tomatoes. Hello, this is Russel Smith with Grow It Now Garden Products. I'm here with you this morning, the day after we put the giant miniature greenhouse over top of our tomato plants. As you can see here, we've got a lot of frost buildup on the top here. What that did is the plastic cover kept the frost from actually landing on the leaves. So when we open it up, you can see inside. The tomatoes look like they're doing just fine. We're going to see a significant amount of fruit ripening over the next couple days as it heats up outside and it warms the inside of the miniature greenhouse. So hopefully we'll be able to get all of the fruit ripened before the really, really hard 20-degree cold frost hits us. So this is Russel Smith, Grow It Now Garden Products.